Today's video is on anxiety. In my college days, I suffered from anxiety immensely. Even though I was studying, even though my grades said otherwise, I was so scared I was going to fail out. So therefore, I had to find a way to cope. And with this became many years of finding out how I could cope with this anxiety. The first step is understanding. So we need to understand, where does this anxiety come from? Anxiety is a normal brain activity in the sense of where it comes from. Our mind and our brain is set to look for danger to our survival. Therefore, anxiety is just an overdrive of this function. We allow it to take over with reoccurring thoughts and also allowing us to feel like we are not safe. We get ahead of this first by awareness, realizing when we're getting in this state. Having anxiety is something that is no fun and nobody wants. How do we get around it? There's a couple of things that are really good to do just in a moment's notice to work with it. One is, if you don't have time, just take one big deep breath. Number two is the yoga nidra to reset your nervous system if you have 7 minutes to spare. Number three is regular meditation. Just sitting or lying down in silence, being with your breath, and knowing that you are supported. These are the three coping mechanisms to deal with anxiety, as well as the next one that we go through is really being in your foundation of your presence. When I say presence, I mean who you are. When you walk in a room, what do people remember? If you were to pass away, what do people remember about you? How do you influence the world in your unique way? This is our project here. I want you to have a piece of paper and a pen, and I want you to write down all of your characteristics. Take 5 minutes to do this. What this is going to do is to help you realize who you are underneath anything you may own, underneath the body that you have, underneath the career, the titles, the mom, the dad, etc., the identities that we have. We are more than just a bunch of words at the end of our name. We are more than the house we live in. We are more than the car we drive. This is who we are on a soul level. So pause the video, write 5 minutes of the characteristics that are special to you. Now that you're done writing down your characteristics, I hope you had a fun time with this, and feel free to add as you go. We may be humorous, we may be kind, we may be giving, we may light up a room, we may be a leader. There may be so many characteristics that you have that help the rest of the world. These are our strengths and how we show up. And it's important because this is something nobody can take away. So at the end of the day, when anything happens in our life, we can always come back to our presence. This is the important thing, and this will help you so much with your anxiety. So much of the time, we put so much effort into buying a new house, buying a new car, into stepping up in society, getting a new job, all of these things that in the end are not who we are or our presence. This presence can't be taken away. We can lose a spouse, we can lose our house, we can lose our car, we can lose everything, but we can never lose our presence unless we die. So when we focus on this, we know ourselves very thoroughly. We can know that we are loved. We can know that we are deserving, that we are worthy. Also, another fact of anxiety that comes up is resourceful. We have our resources within us. We have our presence within us that can never be taken away. So all the big changes in life, anything that happens, your presence is with you. It's with you in your career. It's with you as a parent. It's with you when you are out at the grocery store. It travels around wherever you are and is always with you. When we focus on this, rather than the other aspects of life, we can start to allow ourselves to feel safe. We can start to allow ourselves to feel supported. When we focus on who we are, loving ourselves, and knowing that anything that comes our way, we can handle. This is the truth, you guys. Unless you die, you can handle it because it's right in front of you. You're resourceful to find the help that you need. You're resourceful in the sense that you have you, and you know how to do it all over again if you had to. That is what we focus on with anxiety. Anxiety is no fun, but when you get down to the foundation of why the anxiety exists, it's too much time on the outside world and not spending time on the inside world of our presence. So, a couple more activities that you can do with the anxiety. Many people have a lot on their plate, a lot to do to work on that outside world. Then we need to feel supported, and we don't necessarily always have the support that we feel like we need. But we need to give that support to ourselves. We do that by working on our confidence. We do that by loving ourselves no matter anything that's happened in the past. We love ourselves. We feel worthy. We feel deserving. And we know we can handle anything that comes our way. But an activity that you can do is you can sit down in a chair, or you can lay down on the ground on your yoga mat or on a bed. And when you do this, I want you to feel the support. I want you to let that tension just fade away and know that you are supported. There is nothing that you have to do right now at this moment. Practice this for 5 minutes a day, more if you have the time or it makes you feel comfortable. This should be your safe space. Another thing you can do is give yourself one big hug and know that you're lovable, you're supported, and you can do anything that comes your way. Anxiety is a tricky thing. It's not going to be solved overnight because it's a brain pattern that you've dealt with probably for a long time, unless you just had something traumatic happen. But just know that it will fade with time if you focus on your presence. Remember, when the anxiety comes up, start to focus on the inner work rather than the outside world, and you will have your worries fade away, and you know that you are lovable, deserving, worthy, and you are fully supported. I hope this helps you. I hope that your anxiety goes away, and I hope you have had a new perspective on anxiety, where it comes from, and knowing that you have the power to change it. Remember, a lot of people go into this deep child work and what happened in your childhood. That's all good and great. It is part of how you got wired, but you have the power to fix it. You can't go to the past and change it. All you can do is move forward and know that you are supported, loved, worthy, and deserving. Thank you.